Hello, lovelies, and welcome to my channel. I actually have already videotaped this. I did a closet clean out and a sorting of um, my tack and everything in my home stable, but sadly, we weren't able to capture it. So I'm just making sure that you guys are seeing this stuff now. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, so you guys can see, yeah. Just making sure you guys can see because I was really upset. I actually gave you guys a lot of opinions. So, with that being said, we are going to watch the spoiler for the winter horses from CC Creations. I'm going to tell you my thoughts and I'm going to talk to you about these horses and then I'm going to talk to you about last year's horses, including the magic horses that were released later in the Arabians, because I was not here for 2022. I was only here for 2021's magic horses during winter and the first half, I think, of Halloween, but then I didn't buy any horses or come on. So I have missed the year of 2022. So we're going to go back and talk about that because I think that those horses also need to be talked about because comparing those horses to these horses is absolutely insanity to me. I'm just making sure that you guys can see everything that I'm doing because it really upset me that this didn't videotape. Anyway, here we go. A little bit of sound. Okay. So this is the Lepizzaner, and this one is going to be the gingerbread horse. I don't like the Lepizaners in game because I feel like they're too chonky, and I feel like they should be a little bit more regal. And Lepizaners are not draft horses to me. I don't know if that's wrong or right, but I looked it up and it said that they weren't. However, I love this horse. I think that they picked the best breed that they had in the game for this horse. When I first saw these horses without the mane and tail, I was a little bit worried. However, the mane and tail bring it all together, and the attention to detail on this horse, as well as its little friend, its little pet friend, is absolutely amazing. I think that this horse is amazing. I love the regular coat. I think that it looks really good. I don't think it looks like a Lepizzaner, but I think that it's really good. It's really cute. It's the original Lepizzaner color that we used to have. Um, so I love that. And I think that it looks amazing. And I think that this is the best horse in game to have for this horse. And I think that the detail on this horse is amazing. I think that they did a really good job making this horse look 3D and making this look like a gingerbread horse. I love that they added the mane and tail. I love the legs. Like this stuff just pops out at you and it's a very 3D, it's very vibrant, and it's very good with the UI and everything that happens with it. So I think in game, I mean, look at the detail, look at the texture of this horse as well as on top of it. I love how it looks like somebody's literally iced the horse. I hope that they bring out some tack with this horse because I'm a little bit worried about having tack to match it. I don't know if it'll look good with any of the tack that I have. I might just go tackless, but we'll see. I think that this is adorable. I think this little gnome, I love gnomes. There's gnomes all over my house. So this is really cool. 950 star coins. This is called a Lebeckchen, German or something. Um, Awoken a oh, I was right, German. In a dark German forest with a vague memory of a wizened old lady in her tasteful cottage. As he struggled to gather his thoughts, a little gumdrop nose popped into view as voice urged him to Mach schnell, hurry up. I'm sorry. If you're German, I'm so sorry, I'm trying. He licked his forelock, frosting. As many horses have done over the centuries, Lebeckchen, Buckchen, whatever, I'm so sorry, made his way to the haven of Jorvik. His companion, a gnome called Gumdrop, helped. Oh my gosh, is Gumdrop a good? Oh my gosh, if I could name this horse Gumdrop, I would literally die. Oh my gosh, I hope that that's an option. His companion, a gnome called Gumdrop, helped him remember the witch they encountered and the gingerbread spell she cast upon them. Thank goodness they weren't eaten. They decided that they were happy enough to live ever after in your winter village where Lebection was even able to return to his old lippy self on occasion. If you love a horse with a snappy and sweet, almost good enough to eat temperament, you'll be very happy to bond with Lebection. Oh my god, that's so cool! So this horse was like almost cursed and had a spell put on it, like it wasn't already a magic horse. That's pretty amazing. I like that story. I want to name this horse Gumdrop. Okay, the other horse is not Snowflake. Okay, it's an ice horse, and its regular coat color is a Shire. I think that this is the perfect horse for this as well. I think that the Shire looks beautiful. I love the original coat color. With that being said, if you guys were on here last time, I talked about how it would be amazing if they had a snowflake horse. So I sort of got what I wanted. I got an ice horse, so I'm almost there, guys. Almost there. But we'll talk more about that when we look at the other horses. I think that there was a missed opportunity with the horses from previous years. But I think that this horse is gorgeous. I think that it was the perfect breed to choose. I don't have any Lepizoners and I don't have any Shires because um I'm not a huge draft person. So, but with that being said, I want to preface that I think that this horse is really well done. There's just a couple things that I think that they should have done better. We'll get into that. I think that this horse doesn't really look like ice. I think that they should make it. I like how it glints, and I love the mane and tail, and I love the icicles coming off of it. Now, the body and the swirls and what they try to look and make look like ice, I think it looks more like an ornament. Those old ornaments that your great grandmother puts on the tree and like paints. And so I feel like they did a really good job trying to make like it glisten, but they should have found a way, and I don't know how to do this, so I don't know if this is even doable. If they would have made this a little bit more see-through, if that makes sense, a little maybe just lighter and not so opaque blue, I think it would have done it for me. I don't think that the swirls and I don't think that the body parts that aren't coming off, so the mane and tail and these icicles are different, but the body and these little textures itself, I think are a missed opportunity. They don't jump out like the other horse did. It doesn't look 3D to me. It doesn't look like what I want it to. However, at night, this horse looks a billion times better. You can really see the texture and the icicles of the hair. I like how the moon glints off of it. However, like I said, this looks more like an ornament horse to me, which would be also really cool, but that's not what they were going for. So I feel like that this could have been done a little bit better. I don't know if it would have been a more lighter blue. I don't know if it means like they should have made it more see-through. I don't even know if that was an availability thing. However, I think that this horse was really well done and I really like it. I wish that the stomach had a little bit more too. And I love its little buddy as well. It had a penguin buddy, so I think that overall, Star Stable did an amazing job. I will be buying this horse and the other horse. The reason I don't have Shires is because I'm not a huge horse person. However, when I was in undergrad, I rode a draft horse named Bilbo Baggins, and he was a Shire, and he was the coolest thing ever. He was a pulling horse, and he could not steer worth a crap, and he could barely feel my legs because he was just huge. So it's a lot of horse, but I think this looks amazing, and I can't wait to buy this horse. So, is the stone horses? I think the stone horses are Clydesdales, aren't they? I think that the Shire, it's not a Shire. I think it's a Clydesdale. They might be Shires. I don't think so, though. They look like Clydesdales. But this horse looks really cool. See, it just looks more like an ornament painted to me. But this little guy's cute too. I think they did as good as they could, and I like that it glints. So this one is 900 star coins, and it said, oh, I almost missed it. Hold on. Once upon a time, there was a very happy, and this horse is named Vittel, a sleigh horse who dreamed of traveling the world. So when it came time for her retirement, she did just that. She traveled west, south, east, and north. She met a funny little penguin who became her best friend. One winter, they arrived in Jorvik. Vittel found something magical about Jorvik, especially when it began to snow. It reminded her of her youth. It's no wonder that a winter traveler would choose to stop and rest here, she thought. She stood in reverie for such a long time that she began to take on the features of an ice sculpture. If you see a sparkling ice horse stand perfectly still, if you are quiet, you might see Vittel come to life if you bond with her. Vittel warms up to romp in the snow as a sturdy Shire. Aww. See, I love these horses. I think Star Stable did such a good job. All right, with that being said, remember how much praise I gave them for these horses because I'm about to make things a little bit mean for Star Stable. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let me make sure you guys can still see. Sorry. Yeah, you guys can. Okay, cool. Okay. CC Creations are where I'm getting these videos also, guys. Shout out to them because they do an amazing job of giving us their spoilers and giving us a really clear view of what we want to see. I'm going to start by saying I hate ponies. I have a personal vendetta against ponies my whole life because I had a very bad experience with ponies. Growing up, I took care of a whole bunch of horses and I had 5 ponies to take care of, and they were all little brats and they were all hard to handle. So, with that being said, I will probably not be buying this horse. However, I also won't be buying this horse for another reason because obviously I'm not a Shire person, but I'll still buy Shires if they look good enough. This, this is boring. If you look at the caliber of magic horses that we're getting for this coming year and you look at last year's, they look entirely boring to me. I mean, they literally just put snow on this horse. And I'm sorry, but, and I know it probably took them so long, and thank you so much for trying your hardest, Star Stable, but you could have done so much more with this horse. And this is such a boring look to me, and it makes me so sad because I feel like they had a missed opportunity. And I think the reason why they did this was because they came out with the Magic Arabians around this time as well. And I think that they put too much effort into doing so many horses at one time, so 4 different horses, magic horses at one time, when they could have just focused on the 2 for winter and they could have had amazing horses. This one is I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. It's okay. Not my favorite, but it is what it is. I'm not going to buy this horse. However, when we move on to the next horse is where I get a little bit angry. This horse is a missed opportunity. This horse is the most boring magic horse I've ever seen in my life. They, when I talk about the snowflake horse, like this could have been the snowflake horse. Imagine snow coming off this horse with like little snowflake like emblems on it and like snowflakes in its hair and a snowflake on its horn. Imagine the beauty. Imagine it. It would have been amazing. But instead, they put a horn and a goatee on this horse and called it a day. And I'm going to be honest with you, that made me really sad to see this because this was our first unicorn. Oh, Twain. Sorry, my dog barked at the TV. And I feel like this was such a missed opportunity. I feel like it could have been so much better and it makes me so sad. But with that being said, I went on a little bit of a tangent last time I was trying to do this video. So I'll kind of tell you what I said last time. I feel like they did an understated unicorn because they're like, oh, people probably don't want anything like too big or too much. Here's the thing about magic horses. For somebody who, like me, who loves magic horses, that's the point of a magic horse, is to go all out and be huge and big and in your face, in my opinion. Because if you don't, it's pointless. We have magic horses and they have 2 coats. They have the regular coat, which is supposed to be the understated, not in your face. If somebody doesn't want to use the magic coat, they can use the regular coat. That's the point of the non-magic coat. The magic coat is supposed to be used to be in your face. It's supposed to be mystical and magical and different and wow, look at what Jorvik has to offer. This is so cool. And instead, we were giving a horse with a tiny horn and a goatee and nothing more. And that makes me so sad. Continuing on from that, continuing on from that, the Magic Arabians are very pointless.
Unwrap a little holiday spirit with Kinder Bueno Mini.
This makes me so upset because I actually love the Arabians, and I don't know if they're going to come out with these horses around the time of winter event, but I could see them doing that again because one of them is literally like Snow Dancer or whatever. I will tell you that these horses made me really sad. These horses are so beautiful. I love the regular coat color. However, this one looks a little bit too much like the dapple gray that they have already for Arabians. Feel like they could have done something a little bit different to make this one more unique. It looks like somebody just painted their horse for an Arabian show and dyed their horse's hair. They could have gone so much more and so, like, they could have put armor on this horse. because it's shield and sword. It could have put armor on this horse. It could have put like some type of shield on their face. And then what makes me even more upset is that they have this tack that literally has a horn on it for these horses. They could have literally just combined the magic horses for winter. Oh, come here, doggy. My dog just my dog just like threw a toy. They could have combined the horses for winter and these magic horses, put the winter stuff on this horse, the little goatee and the little swirls with shields, and made it wintry for one, or put shields on the other, and put horns on this horse, and it would have been amazing. I cannot believe that they didn't put horns on this horse. I like literally, it was such a missed opportunity. What's the point of the tack? Anyway, that's my thing about these horses versus the horses that we're getting this year. The horses that we are getting this year are exactly what I expect for a big event in magic horses. So I'm so excited to see them because all of our horses in the past that are over here have been full out. So I'm so excited to see our newest horses, and I'm probably gonna buy the unicorn and I'll probably buy the Arabians, but I'm not buying the pony if the Arabians come back out around this time. It was so great to share all this with you guys. It You guys are lucky. I did 2 videos in one day. But yeah, bye, lovelies.